I got into a good habit of making my videos early. Would normally tell about dreams, but just didn't get that opportunity. Did get to dream. Incredible developments. How you doing? What's going on? Motherfucker Jones. At your command. That's not what I meant to say. So, alright, I want to tell the story now. What is the purpose of your mission, at least? Well, with the channel is trying to navigate this weirdness of the world with more possibilities. There are more possibilities. At least if you went to school and you are disillusioned. Like, what the fuck? If you've had that day, I can help you. Now recently, the aha moment that I had, and it was an aha moment. It was very good. All result in my bed. The the feeling that you get when you start to get drowsy. I got this. See, underneath my bed there was a pea, like in the story The Princess and the Pea, and I couldn't get that motherfucker right. I adjusted it so many ways. Waste your time with that shit. So basically, everything came out of underneath the bed. All your secrets, all your fears. I guess they're under there too. There was a rock. Definitely felt that bitch. There was a rubber ducky. Yes, a rubber ducky was under there. There was a Guns and Ammo magazine I lost when I was a kid. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I never even bought one of those. A semi-transparent form of Hustler. Probably did have that one. I got it out of there. And I went to put the blanket. I almost put it right on the floor. But as soon as I did in my mind, go to put the flag there, I think it demands that amount of space. The blanket is. It's a Texas flag. You know? Let me cut through the bullshit. You know all those rednecks that wear the flag as a shirt? I think they're idiots. I can't stand that shit. Don't be wearing the flag as a shirt. Country music people, you need to fucking have your head examined. Y'all's fashion sense is disgusting. Nothing personal. It's just like, what the fuck? Okay, now that that's done, I'm sorry for bashing you. I'm not a punk rocker. I just don't like country music. I respect it though, for being what it is. Having a hat. I mean, sometimes I just need a hat, and I'll never have a cowboy hat, except a holographic one. I don't know if that counts. What do you think, Sonny? Sonny's a big part of this because he comes up at the right times. You can't fault Sonny. His middle name is Sunshine. It's a perfect cat's name and a perfect cat. I like boy cats more because I'm a guy and it just seems like it needs to be the way. But I've always loved pussy. They ain't gonna change. So there you go. This is the next season. This is actually kind of interesting to be informed about what the fuck's going on. The first time the cat went into heat, I didn't have my facts straight. I knew less about cats. I knew less about myself. I didn't know what was going on. I figured it out. There was a period of time when I thought, this is insane. I can't handle this. Not that state. Not at all. Kitty cat came in the room. Basically, if you need assistance from animals, you love animals, cats are awesome. In here, you hear that? That's awesomeness going off. It is becoming critically useful to watch where you step. I don't have to worry about her. She's so fucking fast. She has proven her fastness by multiple shoot through the house. It is not even any other cat's never done the rocketing of Gina. Gina's incredible. For real. And so last night before, no, it was the night before. I I just put the blanket. I knew and put the blanket on the floor, and I got sucked into the mothership of dreams. I was in the tractor beam. I thought it was incredible because it didn't make a fuck. It didn't make a fuck if there was drugs. It didn't make a fuck if I had to stay up. It didn't make a fuck. Everything got canceled. I could have resisted it, but I don't really ever think it's a good idea to stay up and not sleep. That's kind of retarded. So I did get to use it, but it was an incredible experience. I did not expect. I'm currently with the mattress part that is most broke, is currently serving as an intermediary point to enter the bathroom. It's all new shit, and it actually makes the smell of having to pee in the you pee in your fucking shower. Not the greatest idea. But if you're getting older and you're a man at night, you know how many times you gotta pee getting up? I ain't going outside. Not every time. I manage. But now it takes the smell over. It basically becomes a temporary damper blade. The most ineffective, retarded damper blade adjustment that has ever worked, probably in the history of humanity. Nobody's ever had a damper blade that's an old mattress. I don't believe that's possible. If someone else has, I wish they would tell me. Oh, she just gently went through the two fingers with the tail. Incredible. That's where I'm living. That's life. Does that make sense? I rolled across the whole floor and did yoga, stretching out, because it's good to stretch. It is. But I was using sound. I've always listened. I've listened to stuff, and I move shit around. And since I've got the strings on the guitars, both of them, and had to change the ones I thought weren't going to work, I did on both of them. I did have strings. I can't even identify some of the strings. It's retarded. It's for me. This was an accomplishment. Kind of in tune. Yeah. Still playing guitar. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. So not that I want to have approval, but that's the approval I needed out. I don't know why. I wish I knew why it was plugged into so many things. It's the way it feels. One more thing. No, maybe two. There's a simple saying. It goes, know yourself. Make the unconscious conscious. Become the creator. I forgot the middle part. I remembered it just recently, like today. That's the part. That is the most trickiest part. I mean, that's basically what we're in right now. That's what life is. If you can do that and be aware of it, you should. You should do it. You shouldn't have an excuse for that. There's so many things that you don't know that you forgot. Make the unconscious conscious. It's really useful. Beyond that, I have a good reconnecting with a friend of mine that I had in high school that I had no idea went that deep into like the time I was young. Like he's like, I took your car one day. I was like, my first car? He did. He took it to work on the day that, for instance, I don't know how this happened because we were both taking acid, so it's gonna fuck us both up in our memory process, and it has. Too much acid? A lot of acid. We liked it. We loved drugs. We did drugs. I don't think he really qualified as a candidate for needing to be in high school, but I actually just realized I never saw him in school, not ever. Never. Not one time, ever. It was another friend of mine's friend. His best friend became my best friend. Now, this is weird. to have this epiphany so many years after the fact, like the facts. He's filling me in on all this stuff that I forgot when I had basically decided that I was going to accept this. Like I had a place for it already set aside, and I couldn't let. I was like, hold on, my brother's been trying to tell me about Ronnie for years. Ronnie this, Ronnie that, Ronnie with the fucking Cajun, crazy Cajun lady wife. I'm like, basically, I just made a shit face, like a ugh, to all that from my brother. Thank you, brother. My brother's been diligent. In my brother's own way, he did what he needed to do. But in disgust, I had to say, nobody's gonna process Ronnie for me but me. I'll have to talk to him, and I did. And now there's Snapchat Ronnie. That's the only place he's at. He has a phone number. He doesn't. There's no. Whoa, relax. Ronnie's in Snapchat, and Snapchat's alive. Now, with that being settled, however you settle that, Ronnie's the guy for that. He's an important factor. The guy that's doing the computer shit was supposed to fucking respond. He's doing the same thing. If he doesn't get Ronnie, he ain't worth the shit. If he doesn't get Ronnie on board, he fires himself and he doesn't even know that. He's already been overtaken. I'm like, you're not even paying attention, New York guy. I'm like, you're fucking your word up. You're supposed to be. So we're gonna find out. Because basically, New York guy's Cash Patel. And if that's the case, that's a worst case, best case scenario because I was up above it. And thus Ronnie. He would want Ronnie. He would want what Ronnie has. But he keeps asking me to find other people, and I keep finding out that he's not he's not closed the deal or done whatever, and it's going to become untenable like that. Because if he's the guy that's paying the remember, I never wanted to have 5G spectrum internet. I thought it was radiation ratio. I guess I'm a boomer. I was resisting and I still am. So the key to overcoming is there. But I'm gonna chill and wait and see what happens. But I don't think he understands what I've tried to make apparent. Or maybe I don't. But I don't think that's the case.